So, I watched the Married to Medicine season 10, episode 1. It was so entertaining. Miss Sweet Tea brought it. Miss Phaedra, Miss Phaedra brought it. She looked cute. And definitely Heavenly brought it. That Sweet Tea man was the talk of the episode. She is a nutty. So, the beginning of the episode, I'm just gonna go based off my memory what I watched because I'm literally not watching this episode again. Like, God, I can't. But on the beginning of the episode, they went to this store called Vault, and Phaedra met Heavenly and Jackie, Dr. Jackie at the store. Miss Dr. Heavenly had this cute rhinestone jacket. It was all sparkly. I said, ooh, I like that jacket. And then, Doctor, that's too much. No, it's not Dr. Jackie. We all know that you're Miss Classy and you like to wear classy stuff, but ooh, I like that jacket she was wearing. It was cute. She gonna talk about, I'm gonna wear it with naked, with my man, and I'm like, okay. And then that's when Doctor said, oh, that'll change it. I'm like, good night, good night. Stop. So then, Phaedra popped up and she had in this little cute little white outfit ensemble. It's really pretty. I said, okay. And she had a little blonde. I really wish she would retire blonde. I'm getting tired of people blonde. Like, that blonde color irritates me. Like, girl, do brown or something. Do a dark brown or like a ginger color or something else. Like an orange would look better on her. That blonde. But it looked okay. It looked okay. It looked okay. But she looked nice though. I like the little suit she was, and Quad came up because we haven't heard from Quad since the reunion. I said, oh, she really was pissed off when she found out all the things that Dr. Heaven was saying about her. That's what that is. And Quad's a Taurus, and Taurus is she's very stubborn, she's stuck in her ways. So she's literally got an attitude now with everybody now. And Dr. Jackie hangs out with Dr. Heavenly, so it's just like, yeah, she ain't finna talk to you now because she pissed at old girl because she was talking cash money shit about her. So she just like, so Phaedra come and then they asking her, oh, have you heard from Quad? She's, oh yeah, I hear from her all the time. So her only friend now is Phaedra now. Now Quad done iced everybody out. And the only person she talking to is Phaedra because she pissed. I said, okay. Oh, God. So I was like, okay, so she ain't friends with nobody else. Okay. Okay, that was cute. That was cute. And then having Dr. having like, oh, I don't have time for her. She got a little attitude. I want time for her feelings and her acting a fool. I said, well, you need to learn how to stop talking about people, Dr. Heavenly. I get you don't give a damn, but your mouth be writing the check your ass can't cash, and then you get mad when people stop speaking to you. But you the one that keep talking shit. You keep talking and talking and talking, and you keep making her look like she's a certain way, and then you claim you're her friend. Like, you're not her friend. You're her enemy, boo. I'm sorry. You're a friend of me. You're a friend, but her enemy at the same time. Like, I'm just saying, like, you're doing a little bit too much. So that's the reason why she ain't talking to you, because she already told you had one more time from that time on that last season to say something about her. Then she talked about it with you on the reunion. And after that, and I figured she was gonna be mad at you because you do too much. I'm sorry, Dr. Heavenly. You are a good entertainment for TV, but you do a lot. So after that, it's gonna be engaged some like event, for they're about to get married or whatever. So Sweet Tea, fiance to Dr. G is coming. Then everybody was meeting at Dr. Simone and Toya, Eugene, and Dr. Simone's husband. They all meet at Dr. Simone's house or what have, and they're hanging out. And then Sweet Tea and Dr. G come over. And then before they came, they were all talking about the simple fact that how come Dr. G want to get married again? After that whole thing with Quad, I don't even know why he's doing it again. That's what Toya. And then Eugene was like, ooh, I was scared after all the stuff that they talk about. All the abuse and everything, taking a knife and all of this other ish. I don't know. And then that's my whole thing. I'm like, he better be mindful. And then he met her online, so you still have to be careful, people. Just because they were like, oh, Simone and Cecil. Oh, they're so happy. I haven't seen Dr. G this happy. Dr. G would be happy with any woman. Let's be real. Dr. G is happy with anything he gets. I'm just saying. And he doesn't know this girl. Unless he did a background check on her and he really knows her, he does not know this girl. He's only been with her for a couple of years, and you never know people until you get married to them and been with them for like years and years and years. Because people could put up a facade for 3, 4, 5 years before they're their real self. I'm just saying. And they were cute together, though. She seemed very sweet. And, she's from Texas. That's why they call her Sweet Tea. She has a twin sister. So, it was cute. They were just all like, okay, you sure if I get married? All right. And I'm like that, too. They're getting married. He's getting married again. Okay, Dr. G. I hope you made a better choice this time around because, babe. I don't know. Your wife seems like, everybody is invited to this event except, Quad doesn't go. Quad was supposed to meet them up at the store. She never showed up. They did show Quad getting ready as if she was going to go to the store, but she never showed up. I'm just like, Quad, really? Why you didn't show up to that? So you should have just stayed up to the store, even if you was mad at them. Just show up. Like, who cares? I'm like, that girl with the icing people out stuff. But beyond that, they starting to talk about the hold down or whatever, and they all invited to go, and everybody's like, this episode was like pretty quick. You see Dr. Simone this episode with her patients, and she's about close to giving birth. Then you saw Dr. Jackie with her patient. She ready to pop, because they deal with, you get the chance to see them with their patients or what have. And then the hold down is happening. So, everybody's invited to the home or what have. Dr. Jackie was talking about how, weird she feels because, Dr. G is basically, Sweet Tea and Dr. G are living in the same home that him and Quad lived in. So it's very weird. And that's what Dr. Jackie was saying. It's very awkward because I'm used to it being Quad's home, and now it's Dr. G and Sweet Tea's home, and they're about to get married, so it's very awkward, kind of. And Dr. Simone and Toya are in the car together and talking about how, their friendship with Dr. Heavenly, and talking about Dr. Heavenly haven't been talking too much lately, so that's kind of good. But then Dr. Simone said you never know what's going to come out this woman's mouth, so let's see, because we are seeing her today, so you never know. And they were both laughing. They say, yeah, you kind of right. You never know what her, which is kind of true, because you know how she is. Her mouth goes a mile a minute, so you never know what to expect with our girl, Dr. Heavenly, because she does talk a lot. So they all drive in a car together, and they're meeting at the house. They meet with the Sweet Tea. She has the house basically decorated big, Texas style, so it was a lot of things that changed. The purple room is no longer there. She didn't change the colors and change the decor. She giving everybody a tour, letting everybody see. She got the food ready. She got ribs, all of that. And they like, oh, everything is big. The ribs is big. The food is big. And then Toya trying to act like she don't like to eat. Girl, bye. All the seasons we known you, Toya, you eat like a hog, honey. Stop it. Stop. And then Sweet Tea's sister Kanisha came over, so she's a twin sister. She's a twin, just like Dr. G is actually a twin as well. So I was like, oh, okay, they both got something coming. So if she does have kids, she got a twin and everything. So it was a very, entertaining. Had me crying because Dr. Jackie was like, oh, I haven't seen the purple room is gone. She said, yeah, I'm here, so you know how that is. And I'm like, girl. They was being messy already. Phaedra got invited, and I'm surprised they invited her to that because she really doesn't know Sweet Tea. And then Dr. Heavenly came in, and she brought her friend too. And I'm like, why are you bringing your friend to someone's engagement? I said, you know what? This is Dr. Heavenly we talking about. Why am I asking? So she invited her dentist friend, and everybody gets seated. They get some food. They get seated. Dr. G does look very happy. The men separate from the women, and they go outside and they sit and they talk, their usual, and they go in the backyard and they talk, and he's talking about how happy he is. They're going to get married. He can't wait. So he's very excited. Dr. G seems very happy, which is good. Why wouldn't you be happy? You getting married again. That's cool. So the women inside is where the mess is as usual. So they all sit down there, eat. Phaedra comes in, she's late basically, but she does come in, and she's like, "Oh, girl, hey, I like what you're wearing." And she says this comment that had me crying. She gonna talk about, "Okay, girl, let me see." And she said, "Let me see that booty. Let me look." And she said, "Ooh, girl, everything big in Texas, even them granny panties is big. Cause she ain't like me. Anytime I wear panties, my ass eat it up." I'm like, what does that have to do? Oh, she straight started from beginning. She said, "Ooh, they got granny panties to match Texas size." Okay. I said, "Ooh," but it's kind of true. Like, if you're gonna wear some booty shorts, you shouldn't be wearing granny panties with booty shorts. I'm just saying, unless she got her stuff, maybe that's why. I don't know. Other than that, yeah, when you come to these things with these women, make sure everything's up to par, including your panties, girl, because they will read you even for that. That read was horrible. I said, "I'm done with you, Phaedra." She's already started her nice nasty stuff already. So they all get seated, and they're like, basically, Toy starts it up. "Oh, hey, everybody, hey." And then Toy's like, "Where Quad, and she started the mess. "Oh, Quad, how's she been? Anybody spoke to her?" And everybody's like, "Nah, not really." And then Phaedra's like, "I think she's on vacation somewhere or something." This child over here gonna say, "Well, there's a case out, a DUI case, so I hope you a good lawyer, Phaedra." I'm like, really? When she's not around, you got all the smart ish to say. "See, Toya, this is why she don't fuck. She iced your ass out a long time ago because you stayed doing that." Why are you doing that? But I think that she's brought that case up just for the simple fact that she was messing with her marriage and talking about her last season and messing with her. So now she gonna mess with you. You mess with me, I'm gonna mess with you, basically. So, Phaedra's like, "I don't know anything about that. So you would have to ask her because I actually don't know what you're talking about." So she just did this, like, okay, we beginning. So everybody's like, "Oh, hey, Sweetie." And Sweetie's sister, is standing there. Basically, Sweetie is standing up while they're doing this. And then her sister's standing next to her. And they're doing all this talking about Quad. And then, Sweetie feels away like, "Oh, Quad, why are they talking about Quad?" They say, "Oh, we just asking about her because we haven't seen her in a damn while." So they start asking her a question, like talking. And then she said a very interesting thing. She said, "That now that I'm here, I'm getting access to the money, a little access to that money." And Phaedra did. Toya did. Everybody did. What you say? She said, "I'm getting a little access, a little here and there to the money." They asked her, "Have you heard of that and have Dr. Heavenly said it, that you were a gold digger before?" She said, "Maybe." And then they said, "It's either yes or no." And she's like, "No." Then say no. Don't say maybe. It's either yes or no. And she's like, "Okay, well, no." And I said, "First of all, ma'am, why are you even bringing up that you're getting access to his money? Does it matter? You're getting married to him, so you're going to get access to the money." See? He didn't pick right again. This woman's after you for your money, Dr. G. And she said, I'm gonna have a baby, and she was just looking funny, but it's like, you shouldn't have said that statement. And from what I heard, because I went on Dr. Heavenly's her little live she be having, and she had her live for the first episode with Carlos King. And she was talking about that statement that she said. And my whole thing about it is, girl, bye. And then that comment that she made about Dr. Heavenly is messy. She gonna talk about, "Ooh, girl, she ain't never seen no gold. This girl digging for copper because that girl ain't never seen no gold a day in her life." Okay. And then went back out and the men was still talking, to each other. "Oh, it's good. It seems so quiet." And then they started hearing the arguments of this. Dr. Caesar said, "I spoke too soon." Oh my God, they're arguing. And Dr. Damon's just like, he used to them arguing. Everybody was just like, "This is what they do. Oh, well." So then, she admits that she wants to have him a baby because that's what I'm finna do. I'm gonna come to find out this girl got issues with fibroids, things like that. So how are you gonna get pregnant this quickly if you have those issues? So why did you say that if you know you have? Sweet Tea, you starting to do some real weird stuff to me. Like, girl, first you So you DM'd him and say you got what he want. That's how you met him, and he started jumping towards you because you basically threw yourself at him. Basically, there's nothing wrong with going after someone if you like them, but her premise from what I'm hearing from Dr. Heavenly's thing, little talk that she had with Carlos King, she dropped the baby emoji, and he got interested only because he thought she could have children. Well, if you're having issues with fibroids, you can actually get rid of the fibroids and things like that. There's a tea you can actually drink. You really don't have to go to a doctor. If you're bleeding a lot, there's actually a tea that you can actually sip that can actually fix your womb and everything to help you with the excess bleeding. And you have to change your diet and stuff like that. Sometimes it's your diet that's helping, and there is internal issues, but she could drink a herbal tea and fix that. A lot of people don't realize that. Change your diet a little bit, drink a little bit more water, eat a little bit more vegetables, eat more fruit that can help with your area down. And there's teas that you can take and everything else that can herbally help balance your body to help you with that issue. But here goes when Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Simone start arguing because Dr. Simone, she spoke to Dr. Simone, Sweet Tea, and she referred her to a specialist instead of Dr. Jackie. That's how they started arguing. Then they said, why would you get Jackie? Jackie could have fixed it because she needed a specialist. I said, no, you still mad at Dr. Jackie, girl. Because Dr. Jackie could have fixed that. She helped women with those issues. She helped Dr. Heavenly. That's why Heavenly suggested to her. She helped her. So what's the... I said, you know what? That's because she ain't fucking with her like that. That's what that is. Because it ain't no way, sis. So I was crying. It was funny. I said, ooh, no, she didn't. No, you didn't, boo. No, you didn't, boo. You tried it. So they were just basically back and forth arguing. And then Dr. Swan said, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't. But I'm like, no, she does know what she's talking about. Because I watched it, like I said, the Carlos King thing. And she was saying that I do know what I'm talking about. I had issues down there, and Dr. Jackie was able to fix it, so she could have easily helped her. And she put out some information how this same doctor that the specialist had a 6-month wait, and that she could have easily went to Dr. Jackie, but she felt like Dr. Jackie was messy towards her and gave her attitude, so Sweet Tea didn't really want to go to her. That's what it was. So she had to wait 6 months to get it fixed. And like Dr. Heavenly was saying, you put your premise that you could have a baby. That's why he jumped towards you. And then, there's other things, she's young, she's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. She looks just like Toya. Toya's twin sister. She looks like a spitting image of Toya. So it's like she's a beautiful young girl, but she made it clear what her intentions are, Dr. G. She wants that money, period. She is not with that man for good reasons. And the little clips into the show that they showed, she's not that into him. She wants that man's money. That's what it is. She wants that man. Nia, get in here. And then it's like she wants that girl's she wants his money basically. So they were going back and forward, and then she said she don't even need Dr. Evan talking about Dr. Jack don't even need that. She got all the patients she needs. They get it, whatever. And then she was basically Sweet Tea was getting mad because she said everybody is arguing, I'm bringing Quad's name up. That's crazy. And my whole thing is the reason why they brought up her name is because everybody was trying to say that you're a gold digger, and everybody basically was saying that Quad's a gold digger and was using Dr. G for his money. It sounds like you're doing the same thing, especially while they mention her name. And then, baby girl, you don't want them to remember Quad. Why didn't you have Dr. G ask for a new home for you, babe? You're in the same home that everybody has come to for years when they were married. So it's going to remind everybody about Quad. And then furthermore, you're on the show where Quad has been on the show for 9 years. 9 years. This is the 10th season now. 10 years. 10, 11 years she's been on this show. So her name's going to come up, period. So what do you thought? You thought you were just going to be on the show and it's just going to be you and him and there was no mention of Quad going to be? Yeah, that's not going to happen. Then the next thing that happened was basically they stopped arguing. And then Toy's like, yeah, this is getting too much. And then, Kanisha, her sister was like, be quiet, let my sister talk. This is her home. Have some respect. And then they were like, okay. And then they basically, Toy's like, I got to go home. This is doing too much. So they left or what have. And then the next day, Dr. Heavenly and Jackie meet at her office, and she's talking to her, and she said that hold down was something, wasn't it? And then she was like, yeah, it was. It was crazy. The argument. She said, yeah, but you shouldn't have been arguing with Dr. Simone. She said, I'm just saying, like, I was just saying. But yeah, it was very weird. It was very weird without Quad. But next episode, Quad gonna be on there, so gonna have some event. I guess the bachelorette party. I don't know what it is, cause they it seems from the clips that I'm seeing there's gonna be some like stress around the wedding planning, and Dr. G like I'm still playing the money, so like his usual thing, everything is about money to this man, because he was bringing it up to her. Oh, what I'm paying for, so shouldn't have to hear about it, and oh, money is the most important thing. See, he's making his relationship how he did with Quad, the whole money thing. Like, sir, you have more than enough money, you have practices and everything now. Why are you constantly complaining about money? He obviously don't have as much money as she think. She trying to go dig in somewhere, and he might not even have all that money that you think, because why does he keep talking about money? If he got it, there shouldn't be a problem. Like, always brings up money as a thing. So he with this girl because he think that she gullible and she dumb, but she's literally used having a baby, from what I heard from Dr. Heavenly on her show with Carlos King, that the girls got him, reeled him in by acting like she was able to have a baby, but we find out that she has endometriosis and she has issues with fibroids. So it's just like, girl, you reeled him in on a basis, and it's gonna take a while. And what if they do all these treatments and you still can't have a baby? And she gonna be trying to spend up this man's money, because she ain't never seen money like that before too. It sounds like she with him for his money, because she said it out of her own mouth. Oh, I'm getting access to that money. Why would you say that to people? Like, yeah, she gonna get read for filth, and she already got read about the panties thing already. So it's just like, girl, they reading you, they coming for you, and they already looking at you. Everybody looking at you like, okay, girl. You did it to yourself. And for what I'm hearing, she talk about that it was editing. That's not editing. You said that out your mouth, and Dr. Heavenly admitted you actually said that literally out your mouth. That was not editing. You literally said it, ma'am. So, So this is my review of Married to Medicine Season 10, Episode 1. Tell me what you think about it, because that Sweet Tea she's not as smart as she thinks she is. She's a good addition to the show, but she's kind of off. She's a little airheadish in my opinion. But tell me what you think. Talk to you later.